This is week 6 of the regular season. I believe the Browns are 5-1 or 4-1. Yeah, I think they 4-1. Yep, Pittsburgh 2-3. This should be a great game. This is a divisional matchup. This is one of the greatest rivalries in football.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard.
What defense do I want to choose?
Finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Choose the wrong defense, you give up a touchdown, man.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
He gonna run it again. Blitz.
For the runner to find a hole.
First carry for the 2018.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna run it again. I knew it.
Out only about a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go. Let's go. Get up.
Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Kevin Johnson.
The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive.
Big Ben is not what he used to be.
Quarterback in his 3rd year now from Oklahoma. Baker Mayfield.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
Got him the win. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
That easy. That easy.
Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Good job, offensive line.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Sutton now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second.
That was a good interception, man. That was beautiful.
The interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
If my guy would have been a little bit faster, he might have made it to the touchdown. They're running it. I'm thinking. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
Damn. He got it right back. I know I can't really blitz with Big Ben, man. I gave it.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick
I gave him touchdown right back.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
He's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any
I'm going to just run it.
But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
I'm just running and stick to my game plan, man. Eventually it's going to work.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
Damn.
He'll get only
3 yards.
there, so it leaves him
It's
with
horrible, man.
7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Come on, Landry. I need you to go get this.
Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
I needed Landry on that one, man.
He's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
There's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. and he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons.
There we go.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Damn.
They're gonna get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back
Good
at the
D.
47-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Bud Dupree with the big sack, and something really jumped up for him in 2019. 11.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and boy, did he play well for Pittsburgh. That's what they look for in an outside linebacker. The former first-rounder gave it to him in 2019.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for
Nick
a
Chubb
Cleveland
wouldn't.
first.
I mean, Kareem Hunt wouldn't go down.
Grab there by Kareem Hunt is going to be fun to watch. Him expand his game here in 2020.
Kept his legs moving.
Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019. 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 80 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into
That's
the
how you
end
do
zone
it.
for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Browns have taken the lead. And he was excellent on
That's
that
how you
drive.
do
He
it.
deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown.
My O-line.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Sutton now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to keep getting open.
Now this throw
Man,
to Washington. And
I
he
screwed
slips
up.
it past the 45 before
He was
being
lucky to
tackled.
get that one, though.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, I'm glad he dropped that.
Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Now that'll be
Let's go, Mac Wilson.
Intercepted. Picked off by Mac Wilson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. The ball tight ends don't always have the same reputation for
Mac
hands
Wilson,
as wide receivers do.
that Alabama
In this
boy.
case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Just go.
Shy of midfield at the 49. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this
I ain't
one
getting
across
nowhere.
midfield and down into Steeler territory. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there. The last run got 3. Now here's
Trying to get my
2nd
tight
and
ends
7.
involved.
Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch.
Mayfield on play action.
Oh,
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
I
Brings
shouldn't have
up
threw that
2nd
in
down.
that coverage like
Normally you
that.
think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football
Stupid.
and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st.
Ah, my center hurt.
31.
Damn.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Damn.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
We moving.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, and the Browns add on to their lead.
I did not see this coming. I'm taking them
So
to school in this
here the
first
half,
quarter.
they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Sutton now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
All right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. He'll try and run for it with Connor. For Connor and then some. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Dang.
James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year.
Mr. Connor, he turned on his jet boosters, man. I couldn't catch him.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap
Good
up
run.
when you tackle, and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other and wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
And he knocks it through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Joe Nansen. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
Let's
He's
go.
definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Man, he went right through my center. I think that was my center.
30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
They step out to it. Yeah.
They'll run on 1st down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play,
First
you're gonna
down.
smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, it's Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm trying to get Odell Beckham, OBJ, trying to get him involved.
They'll try to throw here.
Oh, Kareem Hunt, he open.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And inside the
I had to give it. I had to hit Kareem. He was open. He was wide open.
That's 14 yards on 2 straight
That's one thing. Like, you cannot force passes, man.
But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground,
Because you would throw an interception.
if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So for
Okay, yeah.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They was on that play.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw
There we go.
that's a big day.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions. And
I rarely want these toss plays,
This
man.
offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he is into the end zone.
Maybe I need to run him a little more often, man.
Nick Chubb with his
Like on
touchdown of the game and 5th on
previous
the year.
Madden games,
Browns are gonna tack on
when I would
another
run like
advantage.
toss plays
And always a
or
good
sweeps
first
or
half
something
when
like
you
that,
can
like
hit
I would
the
run.
mark twice.
I would get me a running back that's like extremely fast, like his speed is like in the 90s, and I have him run all the way to the sideline and then cut up the sideline onto the end zone. It wouldn't be no more than probably like maybe like a we might be on the 5-yard line, something like that.
Seibert on for the PAT.
And then more times than none, I would get in there because he would just be too fast.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A 10-play
I hit
drive
that corner.
time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Yeah, he running that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Good D.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get...
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns
Good
sack.
D.
Larry Ogunjobi able to record his
Work
5th
defense.
sack of the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, get him.
In trouble here.
Let's go.
Down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Clowney, man, that was your sack. Man.
For the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Natson. Now a
Face
late
mask.
flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
I knew it.
Come on, man.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got about 5
All right.
yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really...
Man, I want trying to get Nick Chubb about at least 100 yards.
As he gets it down to the 22.
Try to get him like 120.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they got against
Hollywood Higgins, this your TD, bro.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield.
Oh!
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro
Interception,
safety,
damn.
Fitzpatrick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Steeler offense here about ready
Come on,
for their
defense,
next
let's
drive.
go. Let's get
And
this
on the
ball
last
back.
go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going
Yeah,
to
about
lose the
2
field
yards.
position battle as a general
figured
rule.
that.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for
About
here.
3 yards.
Put into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he'll find Washington. That's
Damn,
complete.
got the
And
first
he's going
down.
to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Roethlisberger on target to Washington. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, I'm glad he
And
dropped
is
that.
incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first
Still got
half.
3 timeouts.
After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
First down, Mayfield.
You know we passing.
And this
Dang.
is incomplete. Physical play on the
Okay.
football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good
With
D.
the dime look
Gotta
on
say.
defense, 2 extra defensive backs on
Let me
the
try
field
this
and
play
covered
to
up
stick.
essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Landry.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
Oh,
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Target Landry again.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now.
No, I ain't punting. I'm going for it. It's only 20. It's 29 seconds.
In the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That's to his running back. Complete.
What's the flag about, man?
And he's going to be taken down
Holding.
with a penalty flag on the field.
Man.
This is unbelievable.
Who was at the right time? Man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I'm trying to throw deep passes.
Here in the second quarter, not sure
I'm assuming.
Offensively they want to play this.
Got 18
I think
seconds.
we'll find out
just
just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
keep trying to double team my guy Richardson, man. Sheldon Richardson.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance
6
for one
seconds.
more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. The flag comes in.
What's the
as
flag?
falls incomplete.
Holding offense, I'm hoping.
Well, let's see who this is on.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
So the contact came before the ball
that's
got
crazy.
and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start with 2 cities separated by only 100 miles or so. Cincinnati taking on Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Zach Pascal, a touchdown reception.
Damn.
From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass.
Yeah, Washington suck.
Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens.
Work,
Carson
Eagles.
Wentz lighting things up. 3
Work,
touchdown
Carson.
passes there.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
work,
in our
Carson.
game, no shortage of offense as each
3
team
TDs.
been able to move the ball effectively.
Yeah,
Will the
Carson, he
defenses show up in the
exposing
second half?
Baltimore's
Find out. We give it back to our
defense.
commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Browns to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half.
Man.
Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here. This is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air. And the stop will be inside the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man here is Gentry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And that's incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is got thrown off? He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On 1st and 10 is counter. This one stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg.
Oh, man.
And his pass incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Right back to Connor here on first. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote. Bam.
Good D.
Biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football. And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one in reaction. Eyes, meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught off the deflection. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger.
Touchdown.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler
Good one,
touchdown.
Pittsburgh.
Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown. Close game again. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one. But
go.
getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Good sack.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That one is caught
I need to
by
double
Hunt.
team him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a
Yeah,
first
easy.
down on a gain of 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Let it
Who
turn
the
into
fuck
a bigger
is that?
run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good
Hayward.
about yourselves. Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the
almost ran out of
screen pass
time.
was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
You don't know huddle,
A good
man.
pick up there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Word, it's 1st and goal on 1. Yeah.
Boy, tight
yeah. 1st and goal on 1, buddy.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Here's Cyber now
Austin
to add
Hooper
the extra point.
is hurt. My tight end. I need Hooper too, man.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one,
I hope he ain't hurt bad.
11-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30
great return.
to the 33.
Dang. Shoulder strain. All right, he cool. I keep him. It's only medium risk. I keep it. It's only 6 minutes left, so by the time we get the ball back, it'll be like about
and you figure after
3
giving up
minutes
that
left.
last touchdown,
Maybe.
they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can
Ooh.
and give you a big play now.
Touchdown
With
and
the
bust.
sense of
Hell
urgency.
yeah.
No doubt.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Like I said, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Steelers.
I'm trying to see the bro hit being. Yeah, he hitting good.
First down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Let him know.
Ben to throw again. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And there's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
On second down and 4. Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll run here with Connor. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across
And
the
they get all the way
plate
to
as
the
they
1.
stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in.
All right, I think I had that.
Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it
I just got to run the clock out now.
Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
JoJo Natson now on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
Only 2 yards.
That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
that's
all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
This is Hunt.
Let's go.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Pittsburgh gonna start using their timeouts now.
In possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to get
timeout.
the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And down inside
First down. Waste your last timeout. It's over with.
The Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
We'll keep it pushing.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Keep rolling, Nick.
And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he is in.
Look at that. Look at that.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
He's trying to keep the momentum going.
And the Browns add on to their lead.
They can have the ball now.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking
they have no shot at winning.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Kareem Hunt, he's powerful, man.
Seibert on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run.
Okay.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Sutton now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So Ben Roethlisberger and the offense down by 12. 1:16 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Little pitch and catch caught by McDonald. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And McDonald here over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
And that's
as
game.
Time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That was a great
So
game.
for Cleveland, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the
Damn,
Cincinnati
I gave up
Bengals.
254
Meanwhile, for the
passing yards.
Steelers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore
Look at
Ravens.
these stats.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
279. That's too many yards through the air, man. I mean, that ain't a whole lot, but it's enough. See, I got about 200 yards through the air. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. On 48. Nick Chubb had a great game. 7 receptions, 79 yards. Yeah. Both of my running backs had a good game. Kareem, he had a good game through the air. And he had a decent game on the ground. And Nick Chubb, he just got it all on the ground. Both of them guys had a good game. Jarvis Landry, 6 receptions for 86 yards, no touchdowns. That's cool though. 1 drop. Juju got him a touchdown. I remember that one. Odell got him 2 catches. Couldn't get him more involved. But it's cool though. We got the win. That's all that matters. Mac Wilson, work. Man, Fitzpatrick picked me off, man. Cameron Hayward, man, he's something else. He is a force to be reckoned with, man. He was throwing my linemen around like rag dolls. Alright, y'all, I'm about to get on up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Till next time, take care and be safe.